the best in the world. Chicago's very own. The voice of the voiceless. My personal favorite wrestler of all time. I must admit. CM Punk is back. Back in the building. So I say this a big mega story. He just kind of returned to WWE in some way. You know, um, he came to the WWE backstage. It's been a rumor for a minute now. It finally popped off. So I'm pretty sure that show is gonna do mega ratings. I know a lot of people are probably looking for him to continue, to get in the ring, obviously. But I think it's going to be a stall on that process. It's not just going to be as fast as we may anticipate. I feel like they got to put the money in front of. I mean, it's a step closer. I feel like he will be right. I feel like he's got to be at this next year's WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida. He'll be at WrestleMania in Tampa. I just feel like that's gonna be the goal for WWE. I can only imagine what SmackDown is gonna look like. I can only imagine what Raw is gonna be. The chance. They're just gonna go crazy. The Survivor Series is in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Um, People might not even know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, since my father used to take me back in the day, see Stone, I used to put me on his shoulders when I was a kid. I used to see Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock, all of them, I grew up on wrestlers in my blood, I love wrestling, even to this day, um, I try to catch it as much as I can. A while back, I stopped watching. I watched it religiously as a kid. Then I got to my mid-teens. When wrestling was semi in the dark era. I kind of I stopped watching, and then one day I flicked to the channel. One day I gravitated to it, and then I seen this dude on there. Which I heard of him before, but I didn't really understand his greatness, at the time, So I was listening to him, and then he just resonated with me, I used to watch CM Punk. That was like one of the things I used to always look forward to, like every Monday. I had to catch his segment, like when it when it happened. It was like almost like therapeutic for me. It was almost like at times he would say things like in his promos that like help you get through whatever you may be going through, because CM Punk is an anti-authoritative figure. He basically is playing second fiddle to nobody. He kind of his movement and everything kind of inspired me in some way, to feel that I could be the best, at times, I don't have to feel like I'm playing second fiddle to somebody, or, no, better yet, maybe that guy, he should do it, no, I feel like, no, I'm the man. I feel like I should have I should have everything that's given to me, it should be mine, that's how I feel. He made me feel like I don't have to take nothing small. I can go for the big prize. I deserve to be the top. I deserve to be the top dog in a lot of facets in my life. And that best in the world thing kind of ran with me, and I almost was feeling like feeling that whole wave. Kind of. So he was that type of wrestler who kind of broke through like without no real push. He was CM Punk is on the same level as John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, all of these mega all time great Hall of Famers, future, present, all that. And he was not the hand picked guy. He was not the guy who okay, we're pushing you. He wasn't like a Roman Reigns who got the machine behind him. CM Punk got it from the ground up, and he took his, and that's kind of like how it's kind of, I guess, tricky with even the backstage politics with the WWE is because they look at CM Punk as like maybe like a little guy, but no, CM Punk is a big dog. You know, you put him up there with the top guys ever that stepped foot in the ring. CM Punk is one of the greatest wrestlers to ever wrestle and ever. You know, he's up there with all the greats. You know, he's been in the business a long time. You know, real wrestling fans appreciate greatness. You know, we know people that's just playing with it. You know, and when he fell back at the Royal Rumble, I kind of fell back a little bit. That was about 6 years ago. It's been 6 long years. You know, he's been gone for a minute. You know, so he you know, I was watching wrestling heavy. You know, um, he left. He left sick. It was crazy. The Raw right after the Royal Rumble. I was wondering what the hell happened. I thought he was gonna win the Royal Rumble. You know, it's crazy. I guess he was upset about it not main event in WrestleMania, which I feel that thing needs to be available. So just segue a little bit. We got the return. You know, hopefully this will lead into in ring encounter. You know, I can only imagine if this if he would have came out at a live event. You know, that's something that's what you really wanted that reaction to be. You know, you wanted to really feel that reaction. You know, it, it, I'm kind of excited as a wrestling fan. You know, I don't watch wrestling. I do watch wrestling as much as I can. You know, I seen the premiere that they had on Fox. I watch as much as I can. Like I got WWE Network. If I don't keep up with it, I have the Bleacher Report, so I stay in tune. I know who's winning. I know who's that. I know who the champion. I know who the champion. I know I'm in tune. You know, um, I like all the wrestlers that's out right now. So, you know, I appreciate the talent. I see what's up. I respect the wrestling business. You know, I'm gonna have a video on that shortly. If you're a true WWE fan, you know wrestling is in your blood like me. You know, I've been a wrestling fan ever since I was a little kid. I'm talking about diapers. You know, I've been, you know, it's a family thing. It's a family wave. You know, my son watches wrestling. You know, my son is 1 years old and he reacts well to wrestling when it's on TV. He's in tune with it. He's entertained. You know, it's a family product. If you got wrestling in your blood like me, I want you to hit the subscribe button so I know to start hitting the WWE content heavy. You know that I know I got a WWE audience. You know, and I'm ready to cater to that. You know, so back to kind of what I wanted to say. You know, is okay. I wouldn't jump the gun of him joining, him actually getting in the ring like tomorrow. I know a lot of people think, oh, CM Punk returned. Oh, that means he's fighting. I don't, you know, I will hold off on that right away. I don't think he'll be fighting. They're gonna drag this out. Bottom line, he doesn't have a WWE contract. This thing is specifically with Fox. Fox, with the move, the WWE is with Fox now with SmackDown. So they got their own talk show called Backstage, WWE Backstage. So CM Punk is signed with Fox, you know, producing the WWE show. He's not necessarily, he didn't sign a WWE contract yet. So that's why I feel like some of us and some of us as wrestling fans, we kind of got to hold off a second because it's obviously going to happen. Well, I don't think CM Punk will play with. Why would he get this close? You feel me, to something? You feel me? If he's not gonna jump full steam ahead, you know. So that's what I feel. I feel like he will be wrestling. It's just a matter of when. You know, what does this mean for AJ Lee? A lot of she getting lost in the shuffle. I got mad respect for AJ Lee. If you got respect for AJ Lee, hit that like button. You know, AJ Lee is the truth. You know, I look at some of these women that's in these so-called women's division. AJ Lee used to run that. You know, people don't really, you know, you think of Charlotte. Who these women that you think are really nice? There's a lot of great wrestlers. Charlotte, you got Sasha Banks. Come on, Sasha Banks. You know, you got the man Becky Lynch. Come on, Becky Lynch is the top dog right now. She couldn't lace her boots up there with AJ Lee. That'd be crazy though. If she did come, that'd be a good match, you know. But AJ Lee is, I think AJ Lee better than Becky Lynch and Charlotte. You know, well, I was gonna, if you agree with that, hit that like button. So AJ Lee, what does this mean for AJ Lee? before we get up out of here, you know, we're gonna definitely touch on some dream matches. You know, now that let's just go. Let's hypothesize here for a second. Let's brainstorm. Before we get into the brainstorming, I want to let you know if you appreciate the content to this channel, you know, you want to support the page. You know, I want you to donate to this channel. The link is in the description box below this video. At the Cash App, you know, all donations be appreciated. You know, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to our goal of 1,000 views so we can go live any and everywhere. 1,000 subscribers, excuse me. So we're gonna go live any and everywhere. So help me out with that. Let's get the subscribers up to at least 20. Let's get that up tonight, y'all. Come on, people. Let's do it. You know, I think I'm at 17. Let's get to 20 tonight. I appreciate y'all. So let's get into the dream matches. I you know, since CM Punk left, you know, I was satisfied to see AJ Styles. You know, he kind of reminded me of CM Punk a little bit. He's not CM Punk. AJ Styles is more athletic than CM Punk. You know, all those springboards and, man, the 3-4 flips. You know what I mean? AJ Styles, the truth, man. That's a dream match right there. That's a money match. AJ Styles, CM Punk, with AJ Styles the heel. You know, that'd be crazy. They both, and those mic skills. AJ Styles, he has medium to good mic skills. He has good to decent mic skills. He can hold his own with everybody, but, you know, he's not CM Punk. You know, CM Punk is knocking out the park on the mic. You know, the dream match, another mega money match. Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's been a lot of rumors. You know, Stone Cold recently came out and said he's willing to do one last match. He's not ruling out one last match. Could you imagine that? You know, all of these things need to be in play for the main event of WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida, coming up. All of these things need to be in the woodworks. They need to be cooking this up, because this is what the people really want to see. You know, he need his coronation, because this is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He need his WrestleMania main event. You know, so I look at a guy like Brock Lesnar. They went out of the SummerSlam a while back. You know, back in the days. You know, before he left. You know, that was an excellent performance. I enjoyed that, man. They didn't have the network at that time. You know, I was young at that time. I ordered it on pay-per-view. I was living with my mom at the time. I ended up getting in trouble for that. You know, my mom came downstairs. What you ordered? What you ordered? She lost it. I'm trying to figure out what she did. She did something to where I can't even do no ordering, no nothing. She did something to the cable. She did some type of fixed plan where that wouldn't happen again. You know, where you would have to something. So it was crazy. You know, but that match was like, yo, I had to see it. CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, I had to see it. You know, that thing did numbers on pay-per-views. You know, so you can imagine what it would do now with the network. You know, the next money match, I'm gonna say, because I got one of them. I'm just saving that for. Oh, okay, I got another match that they had epic encounters, but never ever at a WrestleMania, which they should have been. You know, the two greatest wrestlers of this era. You know, you talking to John Cena and CM Punk. That's the money match. That's another money match. CM Punk and John Cena, main event in WrestleMania. So many historic encounters they had. The SummerSlam a while back when CM Punk won. That's a mega money match. One last dance at WrestleMania. That's a money match. And now this match right here, I know this match, this is the last dream match, and we're gonna get up out of here. But what I want to say is, I know this match seemed taboo at the time when he left, and it had a large part to why he wanted to leave. Where he was, but this match alone, when you talking about the real life issues, real life beef, real life everything about this situation is real life. The this makes all the sense, and people would love to see this, but it has to have a stipulation. Y'all know where I'm going with this. The mega money match with CM Punk is versus Triple H. You know, the beef that's going on, they hated each other. Phil Brooks versus Paul Levesque, you know, they hate each other guts. Why don't they do it at WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell? Hell in a Cell, a main event in WrestleMania, Triple H versus CM Punk. Excuse me. You feel me? Could you imagine that? Or no holds barred, no disqualification. It got to be ugly. They just gotta, yo. Y'all know where I'm going with this. If y'all hit this subscribe button, if y'all feeling these dream matches I said, get in the comment section and let's talk about let's brainstorm dream matches. Let's get that going. What do you think it should be his first encounter? What should be him? I'm already with the assumption he's main event in WrestleMania. CM Punk has already said they better put that big bag in front of him. He need a big bag. He gonna have that Brock Lesnar schedule. You know, we need to see CM Punk on top one time, man. Voice of the voiceless. You know, the best in the world. Chicago's very own. You know, y'all subscribe to this channel. Y'all donate to the channel. You know, all donations are appreciated. You know, all WWE fans, you know, hit that subscribe button and definitely hit that like button. Let me know y'all rocking with me so I can put some more content. I hit the WWE scene heavy. I told you, wrestling is in my blood. People might not even really know that. You know, so if my WWE crowd is here, you know, I'm going to feed y'all with the content. All right, y'all? Y'all stay good out here. You know, get ready for what's in stores. CM Punk is back.